ready to graduate already.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
Oh, jeez.
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Be sharp. There we go.
Accio. Very good.
Watch this. That is how it's done.
Away from move. Go. So close.
Nicely done. Here we go. Yes!
Accio.
That's it.
No, that looks like a 50 to me.
Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
Glad you understand.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Ouagadougou just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
How big is that?
Is Ouagadougou much bigger than
Ouagadougou?
Hogwarts?
Ouagadougou School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Ouagadougou look like?
Is Ouagadougou a castle like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
Is the magic same?
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Ouagadougou uses one.
That's incredible.
You can cast spells without a wand.
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
Thank you.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Ouagadougou, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Kick your ass again.
Can use
Whatever that game's called.
Revelio.
my brother learned the summoning charm, it was constant Accio this, Accio that, cutlery flying everywhere. Quite unsafe, really.
Professor Ronan reminds me of my grandfather. Loads of wisdom,
How
but a
about-
bit mad.
A
Alright.
word, if you would.
Yes, Professor.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation.
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Okay.
Revelio.
All these locks.
Hello. How was your first day coming
Oh,
along?
hey.
Hello, Samantha. Nice to see you again.
I wondered how your first day was going. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
It's kind of you to say.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
Sure.
Revelio.
I can appreciate Hogsmeade all year round, but there's nothing like it after a fresh snow.
Did I pet you? I don't know if I pet you. Okay, so
You can't imagine how inconvenient.
we need to go Dark Arts. Side quests are not available. Available side quests will be found inside regions of Hogwarts marked as the Dark Flag or the Black Flag. That one. Should probably go to class first, right? Should. Right, I could probably just hop right over there.
Revelio.
I think I looked.
Is that all you've got? Embark!
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Levioso. Come on.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
Me first? Levioso.
Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent.
Levioso.
Good. Well done.
Headmaster, here it come.
Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Levioso.
Lucky.
Nothing lucky about it. Good form. I know. Protego.
Protego.
Levioso.
Case things. This can't be your first duel.
Let's just say I'm a quick learner. Levioso. Levioso.
I do enjoy a lively duel. If only all of my students were this adept.
Protego. Levioso.
Watch your opponent for signs to attack or defend yourself.
Levioso.
Try to anticipate your opponent's next move.
Poor guy.
Protego. Levioso.
I was supposed to knock him off the table. That was kind of a fun duel. I liked it.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
The eye needs to move.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Ravenclaw.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling
There's like a
wizards,
ghost image
or
right over behind her a
as
little
ever
bit.
more likely goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right, that's enough spectacle for one day.
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
I'd kick her ass.
If you know the right spells, it's dark wizards that'll fear you, not the other way around. Oh, I'm not much for dueling. I prefer to keep things friendly.
Level 2 lock.
Huh. Always thought Levioso was for first years. Not anymore.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
Oh, you just
certainly
got
get
your
practice.
ass kicked.
Practice. It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
It was.
In fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention and talent. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Sounds intriguing.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested.
Alright.
Till next time.
You dueled Sebastian. He's strong competition. Well done.
Level 3. Alright, so quest log. Yeah, no assignments. I might have to wait, so we'll probably just do some of... We can talk to Lucian there, but what other side quests we got? What did... Oh, wrong one. Let's just get rid of these so I don't have them up. Oh, some of these. Oh, these are stuff that I got. So I can do all the dark arts stuff. Okay. You. Okay, I wanted to look at... Oh, look at the challenges. Yeah, let's just get rid of these extra questions. So, quest. I'm 3% into the game. Legendary gloves. Catherine spectacles. Okay. Yeah, so let's look at our gear, because I do have a few things. The gloves I don't think do me any good. The hat, I might just wear the hat. Oh god, I don't want to do that. The hat I might wear just because I will look so ridiculous. I think I will. I think I'm gonna look ridiculous. Yeah, so I got a new scarf. We'll wear that. Is that all? I think that's all the stuff I got. So offense is 6, defense is 4. Offense plus 2. Offense plus 4. Defense plus 4. The other stuff didn't. Now, do we have anything? I don't see it. Like if I wanted just to... Oh yeah, change appearance. Robe suit of the sea, greater power. Oh, house cloak. Appearance menu allows you to assign different visuals. Yes. Okay, perfect. I don't know if I'll use it yet, but I was wondering if we had that. So we want to do quests. I said I can't do any locks. Flying off the shelves. Here might be quicker. Well, I mean, it will be quicker, but I gotta meet Weasley after class. Sweet. Professor. That's where I want to go. We're gonna get into mischief before we talk.
We're quite fortunate the school's so close to Hogwarts. There's nothing Hogwarts isn't fine for. Oh dear. I shall get in trouble for this.
Is everything all right?
Oh, hello. Thank you for asking. I'm Cressida, by the way, and I'm afraid everything's not all right. I may be in a spot of trouble with the librarian. You see, I'm fond of creating my own charms. Thought I'd perfected my light as a feather charm to use on my library books. My arms get so tired carrying them around all day. But I must have confused the Latin word for feather with bird in my incantation, because when I opened my bag just now in the library, they literally took flight.
Oh, that's amazing.
That sounds brilliant, actually.
Thank you. Somehow I don't think the librarian will see it that way. I collect the books and remove the charm myself, except this isn't the first time one of my charms has threatened the peace of the library. Our meet told Madame Scribner they were my books flying around, so she said that if I caused her any more trouble, she'd write to my parents. Perhaps you could get them for me. There are only 5. She won't be suspicious of a new student looking around.
Why did Meat tell on you?
Why did Army tell Madame Scribner that they were your books?
Oh, to be perfectly honest, I don't think he meant any harm. I think he was impressed, bragging on my behalf. Amit spends a lot of time gazing at the stars, but he knows a good charm when he sees one.
Alright, 5 time.
I suppose I could help, if I have the time.
Oh, I'd very much appreciate it. One of the books is my diary. I'd rather it not fall into the wrong hands. If you could collect them and bring them to me, I can remove the charm.
Okay. Flying off the shelves. Alright, so where... Just right here? Is that what... Those are just flying around. Okay.
Revelio.
In the library, at least you can be assured of peace and quiet. Madame Scribner sees to that.
If we were simply taught antidotes to common poisons,
Where'd it go?
I truly think that would be enough to get us through life.
Where'd it go?
I find the prices quite reasonable in Hogsmeade.
Well, you would, wouldn't you?
Accio!
Everyone knows you come from money.
Can you remind me what you needed help with
oh.
again?
I need someone to collect the 5 books flying about the library for me. One of them is my personal diary.
Yeah,
And I...
Okay. So what did I just get?
I'm going to have to use Accio to get to those books. Accio! Got it. Only 4 more to go.
Didn't really hit that one. I'm pretty disgusted with me running into him constantly. Where'd it go?
Accio!
Okay. Okay. Other ones.
Accio.
Okay, so we're missing one. And it. Oh, I see a book.
That's the last book. Now
Today
to
was
take
a
them
good
back to
day.
Cressida.
That is, until Garrus splashed whatever ridiculous concoction he was creating all over my perfectly stewed lacewing flies. Had to empty my entire cauldron and start over again. He's such a menace. Thinks he knows everything there is to know about potions. Always disrupting Professor Sharp's class, his experiments. Utterly convinced that if it wasn't for Professor Weasley's nephew, expelled by now. Aberoth Smokies again tonight for dinner, becoming more partial to it, although I still prefer meat pie. Diary. Alright, so there was a mirror in here. Oh, no way.
Accio.
I didn't want to do that. I want to do this.
Revelio.
Okay.
Lumos.
Hello? Wasn't below, but I got it. And a level 4.
Revelio.
Anything else in? Spin it. I don't know if there's anything else over here. Doesn't appear that way. We'll go wander through down the stairs before we leave. Since we're up for something else.
Revelio.
Got 55 coins. Chest right here.
Revelio.